People learn two ways, like let's say what book actually helping me in my journey. Faking it, actually they're not gonna trust you for next time. Nowadays, like who want to open a business like me, struggling like to find a good source, like where you can get the most information and things. Like people learn two ways. Like let's say I'm working in a restaurant, so if I want to open a restaurant, for me the best way to work in a restaurant or to gather a knowledge who working in a restaurant actually. So what we're gonna do to I will make a list like what book actually helping me in my journey. If you don't know me, I'm Mehdi Russell. I launched my company Kookdin recently. This is a homemade food delivery company, so I'm not gonna advertise my company here. So there is a few people I am following actually in social media, and not only social media, and also I'm try to read their book, how many books they're published. Like they're kind of my business guru. So today I'm talking about the one guy. He's one of my favorite. His name is Daniel Presley. He's an Australian guy but living in London. He's started business. When he was around his 20s. I think he's like around 40s, 40 to 43 years old man, but he's very knowledgeable. He wrote 5 books. I read all of them. So today we gonna talk about he's one of the best selling books. Is called Oversubscribed. Like what I learned from his books, I will explain to you. I hope it will inspire you to buy this book, or you can find a lots of video in YouTube. Like you can check like his video, what he actually talking. Like I can give you a guarantee you would love it. So let's start it. The first one is building a brand identity. That means what he wants to say, before we go to in a market, like we can actually do a market research, and we can see actually what actually people looking for, what actually people need, what actually people is struggling at the moment, and find this product, make it easy for the people to access. Let's say I give you example. It's going to be easy to understand. Let's say we're doing homemade cooking food. Like lots of people, they are actually living abroad, especially in UK, who are actually living far away from their home country. So if we find these people actually living far away from their home, we can find these people through the social media. And Daniel Presley, he has actually one very good apps, is scorecard. So this way actually we can identify actually who actually looking for homemade food. So imagine you see that 1,000 people looking for homemade food, and you create a homemade food and you can deliver to them. So it's gonna be like, for them, it's obviously it's gonna be great for them, and it's great for you also, because you find the people who actually looking for your product, and it's good for you and good for them. So that's why on that base you can start growing your brand. So that is like I take these things from him actually. This is our this is our, how it's called, one of the theme, creating a strong brand around our product. So our product is a homemade food, so we try to create a brand around our product. Second things, he's creating a scarcity. Scarcity means not a fake scarcity. Like let's say all the business limitation, like how much actually you can give. Like I give you one example. Like when Apple launch a product, or let's say any big company launch a product, they're actually telling sometimes that how many copies they have. Like let's say 40,000 copies for the UK iPhone we have. So what is actually making, so people don't want to leave behind. They think that okay, I need to take these things. So what I actually try to do, they like when they see that okay, 40,000 copy iPhone is gonna be this time in this year in London, so I have to get it. So people prioritize these things. If I know that I can order iPhone and it's gonna come in my door from Amazon, I'm not gonna be scared, or I'm not gonna think that, oh no, this is like this action need to be done today. But if I know that it's only 40,000 and I know that lots of people want it, so obviously I don't have any choice. I need to place the order. So that's why he said that they're creating a sense of scarcity, but obviously it's a real one, not like a fake one. Because if the people find out that you actually faking it, actually they're not gonna trust you for next time. So next time if you come up with these type of things, actually they're not gonna believe in you. Third thing he's saying that leveraging the social proof. Leveraging the social proof means, like, imagine there is a two ice cream truck in a park, and in one ice cream truck lots of people queue to buy ice cream from them, and another ice cream truck actually fairly empty. So if you go in the park and if you see the queue, one is very long and one is small, like by default you will think that, okay, maybe something's good there. Why otherwise, why everyone is in queuing there? So you're gonna go in most of the time, people gonna go to in a queue in a longer line, even they know that it's gonna take a long time to get the ice cream, because this is kind of a social proof. That's why I tell you one interesting thing is, like in a restaurant, what do you do? When people come and sit in a restaurant, we try to sit them in next to the window, because that's how restaurant looks full. So when other people passing by, they see that, okay, restaurant looks full, okay, maybe something good going on here, let's go to eat. Sometimes people put a massive mirror inside, so people can, like, in sometime you see, like, you think that, oh, it's full, but it is actually a big massive mirror in a restaurant. But there's a lot of trick people do, but it's true, like when most of the people try, and like we actually need social proof. Other things I tell you, like when you're gonna see in lots of time in a Facebook, you see that when in a one company's product have a lots of comments, you trust more than if you see that, oh, okay, and 20 likes and nobody put any comments. At the moment in our Facebook page is like that. I know that, but we are in a growing company, so I need to pass through this level, so I'm not very worried about that at the time. But imagine 10 years I'm doing this business, still 100 people follow me in social media, so that means something is I'm doing wrong. So I don't have a social proof at the time. So that's why social proof is very important things. The number 4 is developing a strong referral network. What does mean by that? Like, imagine I'm a stranger to you, obviously, because if you're watching me today, so obviously I'm a stranger to you. I am telling you something, you're gonna be skeptical. You're gonna think that, oh, maybe I'm telling truth, maybe I'm lying. You have no idea. But the same information, if it's your best friend telling you, you will feel completely different, because you have a more trust on him. And so that's why he said that like when people refer product or any kind of things, it's come from our friends, we believing more. Even product could be crap, everyone's taste is different. My best friend taste is completely different than mine, but I still want to try what he liked, what he don't like. But that's why I said strong referral network is important. Becoming a thoughtful leader in your industry. What he mean by that? Like becoming an expert in your industry. So imagine I invite you my home, and I said I will cook food for you, and you will pay me money about that. But I tell you that I don't have any experience. Would you trust me? I wouldn't trust myself if I said that I'm gonna cook food but I don't have experience. But imagine I tell you that, oh, I worked 15 years in a restaurant and I work in a multiple restaurant. I actually got a couple of time I win from my companies, like for the best chef. But on the time your perspective gonna be changed. You will think that, oh no, actually, so I would love to try his food. This way actually I have more power, more authority. So, and other thing is how authorities come, like if you published a book or if you win any kind of competition or you published like article in a newspaper or something like that, a winning kind of like competition, or published a book, or if you have massive followers in social media, these kind of things giving you authority, and this authority you can use and you can become as a leader. So when you become a leader in your industry, so people listen you more often than people listen normal average people. So that's why I said, so try to be a leader in your industry. You can be a big fish in a small pond, then to narrow it down to which industry you're working and become a leader on this industry is important. That's why is important to be like a niche down. Like if I just talk about whole business, I have no idea about all type of business, but I can talk about the restaurant, I can talk about the food business. So I'm giving example for myself. So if I become a leader in my like a food business, and people will listen me more often, I said that the people will listen if I just try to be talking about all type of business. So that's the important thing. So that's the things I learned from this book. This is actually one of my go-to book, is always next to me, my shelf. Like I have a shelf where I have all these business books, like I feel I liked. I hope you like this video, and I hope you will subscribe. Another thing is go check out our other video. We do also food review, we do also doing cooking, whatever we do, everything about food. Actually I work in a restaurant, so I can say that 24 hours I living in a food. So here you go. Thank you if you watch till the end. Thank you, thanks a lot. Bye bye, see you in the next video.